Let's just see if I can, oh yeah, there we go. Is that dodgy guy in the corner? All right, okay, here we go. So let's do a blues. Thank you. That was called Tenor Madness. So I'm playing a tenor saxophone, and you can tell I'm actually really playing it because I'm out of breath. So it takes a lot of puff. Sometimes play the soprano saxophone. It takes less breath, but is more difficult to play and keep in tune, and is a bit more scary. So the tenor saxophone is really good for me, but very bad for my neighbours. So I'm in a kind of sound booth in streaming from Glasgow in Scotland. So So welcome everybody, nice to see you. Dido, Ear, Nils, Ray, Safar, and Wizard Oz. Nice to see you, absolutely brilliant. Hope you enjoy the music. We're live streaming to YouTube, and the link is in the chat. If you wanted to catch up, subscribe to my channel if you like. I think I've got 1 subscriber, which is better than nothing, but it's not going to get me anywhere at all. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's for fun only. So this next tune, so basically I'm going to be live streaming the material that isn't copyrightable. So and I'm just going to can the video at the end of that section, so probably about 30 minutes, and then go on to the kind of pop tunes stuff and funky stuff that I do, which you can't really record playing along to because YouTube just block it. So does Facebook, so does everybody else. So it's just probably a better way of doing it. So this tune is called Autumn Leaves, and Autumn Leaves, it's a beautiful tune. I love, oops, sorry about that. Just bang the microphone, and here we go. thank you. That was called Autumn Leaves, if you didn't already know. And welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy the music on this Thursday. It's World Book Day today. Don't know whether you know that. I know it's very important, or it's good for the brain to read actually a physical book, although a Kindle was the next best thing, I guessed. But there's something about reading interactive, or interacting with and having to think. Reading a book actually uses different parts of the brain than just sitting in front of a television. Anyway, that's my theory anyway, and I notice a difference. It sharpens up your brain. And I know people that read for an hour a day, just in the morning, just to sharpen up their minds. And it can be anything. It can be any kind of music at all. And it's a great idea. It's so good. I've tried to do it myself. I don't quite manage an hour, but it really does make a difference. So anyway, this next tune is a groovy tune called Cantaloupe Island. Whoa. So Cantaloupe Island by Herbie Hancock. And I'm using backing tracks, but not copyrightable ones. So these are kind of ones that I've made up myself, just on Band in a Box, and you can do that copyright free, which is really great. And that's what jazzy people have to do these days. So anyway, Cantaloupe Island. Thank you, Cantaloupe Island. That is a groovy tune, and through the years there's been different versions of that. Cantaloupe Flip Fantasia, I think, was one of them. That was kind of, in the UK at least, that was quite popular. So the next tune I'm going to do is another blues, and it's just an F blues. So just to explain, I'm playing instrumental music. I'm not singing. Later on there will be singing, but it's not me. You should be relieved to know, because I can't really sing. So, but I can play the saxophone. So, instrumental music is obviously quite a different dynamic to vocal music. Nothing wrong with vocal music. It's just that I don't do it. I busk quite a lot in Paisley when there's no lockdown, obviously, and so anybody coming to Scotland or Glasgow area, then please let me know, and you can join in. If you can do some dancing, you can do some play a musical instrument, you can play some songs. It's kind of a supportive kind of environment, and we might even get paid for it as well, so that's even better. So anyway, this is called Tootsie. Not done this in a while, so I hope I don't stuff it up. So this has got a trumpet. I'm not playing the trumpet. My one of my band members is Avi is playing a trumpet. I'm the one on the saxophone. thank you. That was called Tootsie, and that was the first time. I only made that track up yesterday, and let me know what you think about the trumpet. I mean, I love it. It's kind of got a bit of a New Orleans thing going about it, hasn't it? I like that, but it's a kind of very much a modern take on it. It's not sort of Dixie sort of style, although it does touch base with that. So the amazing thing is that when we go busking, we quite often have a really excellent friend, Robert, who plays the trumpet, and he's much better than any of us. He's just a total brilliant trumpeter. So he's fantastic, and so that's it's nice just to have a little bit of decent trumpet in with the song, because it kind of raises my game, which is what it's all about, isn't it? So that was great fun. So listen, this next tune is going to be called, or is actually called, Watermelon Man, and it's got another groovy beat. And so Watermelon Man by Herbie Hancock again. We're at the Herbie Hancock Appreciation Society Music Hall of Fame, aren't we? So here we go, Watermelon Man. Thank you. That was Watermelon Man. And what a great name. I remember the first time I ever heard that title, I thought, that isn't a song. Nobody could write a song which is called Watermelon Man. There's no such thing as a Watermelon Man. And it's become one of my favourite tunes, actually. And so it's just wonderful. And we're all on a journey, aren't we? Sometimes we don't know what our destination is. But I know that's certainly true for me. The more plans I make and the more kind of I try and predict what's happening in the future for me, the more wrong I am. So we're all on I think it was Dietrich Bonhoeffer who said we're all on a journey, the traveller of which is unaware, or something like that, of its purpose. And it's so true. I think the very best we can do is live for the present moment, and that doesn't mean be irresponsible, but just dare to be really outrageously creative and take risks as long as they're safe, and really just live absolutely to the fullest. And if anything, COVID has kind of focused our attention on kind of ourselves a bit, and if we kind of put our trust too much in other people or in institutions or whatever, we're really just living just in a kind of a pale reflection of what is expected of us. Why don't we just be more courageous? And if you want to be a musician, then, or if you want to learn an instrument, listen, you don't need to be professional, play at the Albert Hall to be a musician. You can actually learn in your own time, and there's so many easy free ways to learn music these days that you can do it. You can fulfill a dream. If you want to play the saxophone, good grief, the saxophone is so easy. I play the guitar. That was my first instrument. That is a difficult instrument to play it really, really well. Or if it might be just sculpting, it could be pottery, it could be anything. Just live your life to the full is what I would say. For many years, I would say for the first 40 years of my life, I kind of lived a lie, in the sense that I kind of denied the possibility of me being in any way creative, and I thought it was just a fantasy. And it was only when I began to kind of go through some quite major disturbances in my life that I started to re-examine things and realised that actually I had everything going for me, and it's a mistake to try and live your life in the expectation or with the expectations of somebody else. Only you can be you. And I teach music, actually, and I have this all the time, because with a lot of musicians, they only ever aspire to be like Eric Clapton, or to be like Joe Satriani, or to be like Steve Vai, or to be like somebody else. And it's such a shame, because only that person can be that person. Joe Satriani can only be him. Eric Clapton can only be him. And the most precious and wonderful thing of all is for you to find your purpose and your gifts, your talents, and to explore them and to discover them. It's an amazing thing to do. You guys probably do that already, but it took me 40 years to come out. I'm particularly thick in that department. So anyway, this next tune is called Mo Better Blues, and I hope you like it. Mo Better Blues, and that was a tune that was written by a kind of a stage show called Mo Better Blues, I think, and that tune was written by Spike Lee's dad, a bass player, and Spike Lee, the filmmaker. 100 Acres and a Donkey is the name of his company, I do believe. So anyway, I'm going to put on The Simpsons just for a little while, not because I'm just a bit I've had enough, but just because I need to can the video, because we're going to go into the pop zone, and I need to stop the video from running on YouTube. So, and then we'll pick up just after this.